kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to get. Out where he's going to be to double team him, but I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He'll do it himself on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brinson. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking to fire. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here.
I know he didn't pick up the 1st down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got a man, it's Moore. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
Takes the handoff. It's Galloway. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Back to pass, it's Brinson. Moving out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Might be the worst case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The roughing. Gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. It'll be a draw. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Scanning the field, it's Franklin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back. You know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jarvis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job.
It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Gonna run it. It's Galloway. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think absolutely nowhere to go.
Quarterback moving. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Brenson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That pass is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Pulls it in. It's Smith. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Goes to the option. Quick toss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitch man. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Jarvis. Turning it on! And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. The play action fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Franklin. Blasted as he lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Newell. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate.
He bangs his way in for the score. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. The home team is just destroying the competition today, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The away team has done nothing to stop this offense. This is ugly today.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go to the fullback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up, and he finally gets to touch the football.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
After that last loss, it's second and 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Brenson. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires on the move. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a man. It's Franklin. Makes a grab over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The run from the shotgun. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this deep.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Looking for a gap. It's Galloway. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He now has 91 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Big fullback's got it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no jukes, just hit you in the mouth.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll try it again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And with that last carry, he hits a C-note, 100 yards already.
He's been patient, and he's been waiting for his blocks to set up, and he's been bursting through the hole. He's really shown you a little bit of everything, and by the way, it's still the first half.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1990?
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback. Let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop it.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Newell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, pulling that strike.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Franklin. Makes the grab, it's Jarvis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. putting 3 on the board. The kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. Made a defender miss. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Brinson. He's got it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Franklin. It's caught. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the defender. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. On the ground, it's Galloway. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It just...
There he goes! Gets it past the marker. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for room. It's Galloway. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Brinson. Now improvising. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so